biggest traps, which is mistaking chaos for chemistry. So at the beginning, it's a rush, the butterflies that feels like electricity, the push and pull. The emotional roller coaster. So it feels like passion, but often it is your nervous system mistaking familiar pain for love. So if peace feels boring and chaos feels intoxicating, tonight's message is for you. Because love should not feel like adrenaline. It should feel like home. The devil is the perfect mirror for trauma chemistry, or a trauma bond. Intense, magnetic, binding. It's not always love. Sometimes it's an energetic addiction to unpredictability. So chaos activates survival, not intimacy. Your body confuses adrenaline for attraction. What you call chemistry might be your nervous system remembering instability. Familiar pain feels safe to the unhealed heart. If love always felt inconsistent while you were growing up, stability feels foreign, even suspicious. The high-low cycle mimics passion. So this emotional drop after intensity creates longing, which the brain mistakes for deep connection. So you have to always go back to your childhood. How does love, or how did love feel like while you were growing up? Was it stable or inconsistent? That's why calm partners are always, let's say, boring or dull. Not because they're not. But because peace does not trigger your adrenaline addiction. That peace, you are not familiar with it. This peace is suspicious. There is stability. And stability for you is not familiar. The tower is chaos. Unpredictable, dramatic, comes by surprise, unstable. The Two of Cups is chemistry, with grounding, passion, with partnership. Trauma bond energy. How does it feel like? Urgent. Consuming. You're afraid to lose that person more than you are happy to have them. The connection thrives on uncertainty and repair. Now, a healthy chemistry energy, how does it look like? A healthy chemistry feels exciting, but it's stable. You feel chosen, not chased. And the connection deepens through safety, not drama. The star here is healing. The calm after emotional storms. You cannot just decide to stop craving chaos. You have to teach your nervous system that calm is safe. When you feel bored in a healthy relationship, that is usually your body detoxing from chaos, not lack of attraction. Two different things. So when you meet someone new, ground your energy before deciding how you feel. Very important. Excitement isn't always intuition. Sometimes it is anxiety. Still energy is not boring. Still energy is not dull. Still energy actually is mastery. Stability lets passion last instead of a burnout. The Lovers reminds us excitement can come from emotional safety, from shared purpose, from depth, not chaos. Healthy love expands you. Healthy love does not drain you. That's really something you really need to always look for. Peaceful relationships still do have those sparks. They just don't need the fight to feel alive. When you heal, boring starts to feel like a bliss because, again, you will be transferring from the unfamiliar to the familiar. When you are in all your life chasing inconsistency, chasing instability, chasing the emotional roller coasters, because this is how, while you were growing up, this is what you were taught. For those of you tonight that have been chasing inconsistency, close your eyes and affirm, I release the belief that love must hurt to feel real. The truth is, chaos is not passion. Chaos is unhealed pain looking for attention. Real chemistry is energy that feels safe enough to open your heart without fear. Stop chasing intensity. Start magnetizing reciprocity. How reciprocity is beautiful. It is not boring. You have to remember that your soul does not crave fireworks. Your soul craves warmth. The universe will not send you another lesson once you finally learn to choose calm over chaos. So remember always, chaos is not chemistry. It is nervous system familiarity. And how does healthy love feels like? Healthy love feels steady, not boring. Peace is the passion. Some people will come to me after they have done work with me. They tell me, I finally found something healthy, but now I'm scared to ruin it. This is a weird part of healing, actually. When you finally get the kind of love you always say you wanted, and then it feels strange. They're kind. They're consistent. They text back. Right? And instead of relaxing, what do? You feel anxious. You wait for the other shoe to drop. Or you get afraid you might ruin it or sabotage it. So if calm feels suspicious and chaos feels magnetic, that is not a character flaw. It has nothing to do with you. That's your nervous system in detox. So I'm gonna cover that, how to receive healthy love without sabotaging it. So the moon rules the subconscious, the unseen, as you see here. The unseen patterns running beneath that surface. When love feels calm, your inner alarm system thinks something is wrong. Because chaos used to mean connection. That's what it means for you. Or that's what it's meant for you before. Now you know. Your body associates comfort with whatever it knew first, not what is healthiest now. Stillness triggers vigilance. So your system's waiting for the drop. Just remember always that you're not broken. You're just learning a new emotional language, which is a healthy one. And this is the exact point where most people self-sabotage. Not because they don't want love. They do. They crave intimacy. But it's because they don't recognize it yet. Again, that is unfamiliar. That's new. Now this is the self-sabotage. Probably sneaky behaviors that protect the ego, just to protect the heart or isolate the heart. How do you self-sabotage? In relationships. Once you are in one, you start probably little arguments to see if they will leave. You test. You test instead of you trust. And you pull away when things go good or feel good. You confuse vulnerability with weakness. And you probably overanalyze their affection. You dissect kindness because you don't yet feel worthy of it. Sabotage is not really evil. No. It is self-protection gone outdated. Your system is trying to prevent past pain using old tools. How do you relearn how to receive love? Is by being or embodying the qualities of the Empress. This is the receptive energy. Softness without fear. To receive healthy love, you must feel safe in stillness. You must let comfort register as pleasure instead of a threat. That is number one. Feel safe in the stillness when there's nothing happening. So you can retrain yourself and your nervous system that it's safe. So you have to slow down your body before your mind. So when you feel anxious while you are at peace, breathe into your body before doing any reaction. Let safety sink in. Expand your capacity for joy. The nervous system needs practice staying open when good things happen. So celebrate without waiting for collapse. When you feel anxious, in peace, breathe into your body before reacting. Let that safety sink in. The nervous system needs practice to stay open when good things happen. And when love feels calm, say, this is what I prayed for. I can allow it. So now close your eyes and repeat. It is safe to feel safe. Peace does not mean danger. It means arrival. You don't manifest love by chasing it. Calm is not a void. It is the vibration of arrival. So when you stop mistaking peace for boredom, love can finally stay. The universe will not give you healthy love until you can rest in it. The new frequency of love feels unfamiliar, not because it's wrong, but because it is real. And you're not self-sabotaging because you are broken. You just need to learn a new emotional frequency. Now here is a fear of being truly seen is one of those loops. This is the core wound that lies beneath almost every love block. Even after someone learns to stop chasing chaos and receive peace, there's still that deeper fear. If they really see me, all of me, will they still love me? So for some people, even though they crave intimacy, they crave connection, real intimacy feels terrifying. You can be confident, you can be self-aware, even spiritually evolved, and still panic when someone gets too close. You crave connection, but deep down, you fear being fully seen. Because being seen means being known. And being known means being vulnerable. If love makes you feel exposed, it is not because something's wrong with you. It is because an old version of you learned that visibility equals danger. And I know a lot of people pull away the moment things started to get real. Why does intimacy really trigger the nervous system, you may ask? Well, this is the moon here. Perfect reflection of this energy. Illumination mixed with fear. Beautiful, but uncertain. Like being seen in dim light. The nervous system equates exposure with danger. If your early experiences linked love with criticism, neglect, or rejection, your body learned that closeness equals pain. Even when someone sees you with love, your old wounds prepare for attack. So that visibility does trigger that self-protection. Love cannot enter where shame is hiding. So when you hide parts of yourself, you do build emotional walls that block true intimacy. The wound of exposure is not about love itself. No. It is about safety and love. The Nine of Wands. The armor that keeps you lonely. Standing on guard, protecting your own heart. You're strong, but exhausted. That's what emotional armor does. You survive love, but you don't let it nourish you. You perform the best version of yourself to avoid rejection. You are hyper-independent, not only perfectionism, but hyper-independent. So you convince yourself you don't need anyone, because needing once led to disappointment. What do you do here with your emotions? You do share, but only just enough. You control what others see, so you can control how much they can hurt you. Protection has an energetic cost. This protection has an energetic cost. It keeps the pain out. The cost is it keeps the love out. Now, how do you turn that vulnerability into power? Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is a bridge to intimacy. You cannot receive deep love while wearing emotional armor. Authenticity resonates at a higher vibration, actually, than performing. True, if you really want to have higher vibration, to be in a higher vibration, and to raise that frequency, you have to be living from authenticity, not from performance. That's why aligned people feel drawn to truth, not to your mask. Nobody wants a mask. Being seen heals the inner child. When someone meets the parts of you you thought were unlovable and does stay, your system rewires safety replaces shame. That's what it does. So now I want you to put your hand on your heart and whisper, it is safe to be seen. The real me is worthy of real love. True intimacy means being reflected by another soul and realize that what they see in you is divine, because what you see in you is divine, because you are divine. Relationships here are mirrors for self-acceptance, not tests of worth. Every time you let yourself be seen, you dismantle shame. You have to know, love's purpose is not to validate you. Love's purpose is to reveal you. To reveal how worthy you are, how loved you are, how valued you are, how accepted you are, and how seen you are. So intimacy becomes safe when you stop seeking approval and you start offering authenticity, so you can vibrate on a higher frequency. So when you hide to feel safe, you starve the parts of you that are begging to be loved. And again, coaching sessions, private with me, link in the bio, and as well my online courses and my academy.